Okay. Boy, it's about time. Woo! What up with it, guys? You know what it is. Your boy T that was blazing the sports, man. Finally, The Rock has come back. Man, guys, I had a 30-minute meeting that went on for an hour and a half. Thank you guys for giving Short some boys some love before I went live. Minnesota Luke, what's up, champ? Anita B in the building, what's going on? Have my heart at hello, how you doing? Guys, shout out to my girl Anita B. She has been putting up some real content that should be some eye-catching type of things. Definitely bringing attention to some good causes. Shout out to my girl Anita B in the building. Welcome to the Heat Seekers. Let's get it. All right, man. Let's get it cracking. You know how we do it. Alright guys, what up? You know, T-Dub back at it like a crack addict, giving you bunks and geekers every bit of this work. I'm working about as hard as this shirt is working. Guys, this shirt used to fit tight, not tight, but loose on your boy. Used to be loose. Now, telling you right now, man, this is a good shirt that Nike made. Because you can tell by the stretches, it's holding on. It's like, hold on. Gotta hold on, man. Man, listen, though, but it's cool. Your boy T-Dub started back working out. My ankle is about 95%. It's not 100, but I'm able. Oh, in the building, the one, the only Humble Beginnings. Humbled came in and humbled me. Salute. 50 logs on the fire just to keep that blaze burning. I'm back at it. Woo, like a crack at it. Woo! Guys, shout out, man. Listen, I'm telling you, right, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, man. When you want to come in and you want a room shaker, you want that old school boom shakalaka. That's how you come in. Humble Beginners in the building slapping 50 logs on the fire just to keep the blaze burning. Where's my girl Lola? Can you guys hear me? I think you can, right? Where's Lola? There she go. Listen, when you make a drop like that, you know what I'm saying? When you come through like that and make it do what it do, you already know. Make it do what it do. Let's get it. All right, man. Live boxing talk. Guys, I'm just going to let it rain there for a little minute so y'all know what it is. If you guys just coming in, you know, look at the chat room. You know what it is. Let's get to it. Gervonta Davis. At first, I'm like, what's going on, right? I don't know what's going on. I am thinking Keith Thurman and Ness have some kind of cahoots with each other to try to drum up a fight for Keith Thurman to fight Gervonta Davis. You know, now it looks like, from what Leonard Ellaby said, that they actually might be interested in pinning Gervonta Davis against Keith Thurman, guys. Listen, there's a TikTok and YouTube short trend going on. You guys hear that? What is it called? Some big bank, a big bank, right? I'm thinking about putting a load in that big bank, or should I put a load in that bust it? I'm a beginner, you already know. Some of you guys don't know I got an 8-year-old, right? And he got a tablet. Matter of fact, this is his tablet right here. Needs to be cleaned off. Look at those fingerprints. This is his tablet. I had to take it away from him. Because he said, Dad, can I have my tablet? I want to watch Gaming with Kev, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, go ahead. And he goes in his room, right? And the door's a little bit cracked. And all I hear is guys, I don't know how it started out, but it's a bust it, right? You know how it is, like when the you guys, man, you know what? Let me see if I can find one of them TikToks. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm like, Adonis. He's like, yeah, Dad, what are you watching in there? Gaming with Kev. I like, listen, Gaming with Kev. I ain't got nothing to do with no busted. So I get the tablet, I click on it, and, you know, I didn't know an 8-year-old boy mind is looking into the things he is looking into, right? I'm like, what are you doing, son? You know, I like, give me that, right? I make him go in his room, and he goes in his room. I'm like, shit, let me watch this busted video then. you know, you know, ladies and gentlemen, her. You know what I'm saying? So my 8-year-old schooled me a little bit, you know. All jokes, you know, get some. But listen, let's get it. So, Gervonta Davis. And thank you guys for bearing with me anyway. Guys, who would have even thought this would even be a fight? Gervonta Davis coming originally, I believe, from 126, right? Fought 130, 135, back to 130. Made a jump from 130 to 140. And now potentially making a jump from 140 to 147? 5 divisions in 5 years? You gotta ask yourself, is if this fight happens, will Keith Thurman be the Oscar de la Hoya to Manny Pacquiao? Will Keith Thurman be the Oscar de la Hoya for Gervonta Davis? Because Pacquiao made a big jump, but he did fight a dehydrated Oscar de la Hoya. Listen, Oscar was probably so dehydrated, you know, he wouldn't even sweat. He was hot, but he couldn't sweat. Came down from 154 to 147, fought Manny Pacquiao, got beat. But listen, guys, like, even when I first thought about this, right, my mind been back and forth on, you know, I gotta be honest, I don't even know how I feel about it right now. I don't even know how I feel about it. Keith Thurman, top welterweight, only one loss in a close fight against Manny Pacquiao. Hasn't fought in another 2 years. Probably going on 3 years. I wouldn't even think about him fighting Tank Davis. At first, I'm like, why would they even do that fight? Why? Why would you do it? And then it makes me think, if Keith Thurman wants this fight, Keith Thurman wants a payday. Keith Thurman, the same Keith Thurman that I ain't afraid to let my O go. Well, that O is gone. That O is gone. That ship has sailed. It's a genie in a bottle that nobody is probably going to never find. That O is gone. But now that the O is gone, the only thing that can justify him fighting, in my eyes, Gervonta Davis, it gotta be for the money. It gotta be for the money. Because I don't see Keith Thurman getting anything out of this. Brennan Smith says, I think it's a good fight at 140. Then I'm going to make a prediction. Right now, if Brennan Smith is right, where Keith Thurman would agree to come down to 140 when Keith Thurman has been in some kind of camp to try to lose weight now. He's been trying to lose it, but it's sticking with him like a shadow. Gervonta wins hands down. Preacher T, listen, if they fight at 140, I got Tank. I got Tank Davis. Not just winning, but making Keith Thurman skirmish around the ring from getting hit with body shots or head shots. At 140, I am picking Tank Davis by some type of stoppage. But guys, at 147, I don't, listen, man, I know we look at Manny Pacquiao, right? Because Manny Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman, beat Keith Thurman. Gervonta Davis, similar to the same size as Manny Pacquiao, except he is younger, probably more powerful at this stage and age in his career. Hungry. I get it, but I don't know, man. Listen, I gotta be honest. He's an easy money for him. I gotta be honest. This is just not a smart fight to me for Keith Thurman. Unless he just wants to make money, because he's not going to get any credit. And it's crazy, right? Because I talked to you guys about this. Shout out to the Blazing fan out there. I talked to you guys about this, and it makes me think about Earl Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. Even though I predicted Earl was going to beat Mikey clearly. I predicted that fight was going to be so clear that it could have been sponsored by Visine. And Mikey, to me, I think Mikey was a bigger fighter than Gervonta, size. And he was already a champion at 140, boxing longer, body mature much longer. And I thought for Mikey Garcia, that was a bit too much to chew off. And it was. Went back down to 140, dominated, hasn't fought since. But I gotta ask you, if Keith Thurman beats a smaller Gervonta Davis, what does it do for him? Outside of them saying that it was too big of a jump for Gervonta Davis, he jumping 5 classes in 5 different years. It's almost unheard of. Blah, 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 right? Now, if Gervonta Davis does it, and he wins, I'm telling you, my top 5, pound for pound right now, it'll change up. Gervonta Tank Davis will, matter of fact, listen, Gervonta might creep his way into 3. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, Keith Thurman ain't no pushover. And if Gervonta Davis can, think about this. He went from 130, fought at 135, back to 130, then to 140, then to 147, in that order. Welcome to my downtime. May I help you? In that order. Leon Little, nothing. He is too small to fight him. Humble beginners. He just dropped for a bit at work. Came in strong, leaving strong. Listen, guys, Humble Beginnings came in strong. She came in like Rick James did on Eddie and Charlie Murphy. Have you guys not seen that skit? If you have not seen it, look it up. Humble Beginnings came in right. I'm at home, comfortable. She came in with some muddy ass cowboy boots. Fuck you, couch ninjas. Darknesses. I mean, she came in like Jay-Z. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Humble. Like, she came in straight up like Kendrick Lamar. Be humble. I'm like, okay, listen, you ain't gotta say it too many times. I'm humble now. All right? You got me, okay? You got me. Deep down in my heart. Oh, jeez. Okay. So you want to stand up, huh? You want to stand up on them, huh? Look at that, man. Humble Beginnings coming in, throwing a half a C note and another half a C note, a full C note on your boy. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. Listen, her name is Humble Beginnings. But the way she is coming in to the chat is like, boom, shaka laka. Salute, throwing 50 more logs on the fire just to make the blaze going. Listen, guys, I told you, man, when I'm working, people appreciate good work, and I appreciate good people. Humble Beginnings is good people. Street Valet, good people. This is how we get it cracking, lacking. You know what I'm saying? Leon Little says, you're my guy. I missed a couple shows. Had they played small. Debt to society, but I'm about to put you on the big screen so my people can hear you. Hey, listen, man. Like I said, man, they don't get how hard I work, bro. They don't get how hard I work. See, I am working from home today, but when I work from home and I can get in front of the screen, I got my work computer right here. I got another laptop right here that I do for my work, and I got my YouTube right here. Listen, man. When I say I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work, and if you ain't smashing it like, then you ain't smashing right. And you wonder, when you get done smashing right, you in there like, whose is it? Whose is it? And she over there doing her nails and shit. I hope you fucking finish. Damn. You know, let me stop. He said, they don't, bro, keep grinding. Listen, bro, I'm grinding, bro. I'm grinding. Salute, smash the like button. Hey, listen, man. This is my girl, Lola, in the corner right here. When you coming in, I'm going to have to, humble beginnings be coming in anything but humble. It's like if this was a Western and they had those two double doors, she come in just kicking them mother efforts, right? Two guns on the side, walking in, strutting with those little spurs on their heels. Clack, 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 clack. Everybody in the saloon just looking like, okay, that's okay. All right now. Sounding like, what's my boy name? Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. Denzel Washington. He said, like these video, folks. I appreciate it, bro. Listen, man, the only way we gonna grow if we get more people to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, become part of the channel, hit that join the channel. Join the channel. My girl, in the beginning, Anita B became a heat seeker. Listen, man, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's keep talking about it. Let's keep talking. Let's talk it like I walk it. So, if Gervonta Davis, to me, I thought Gervonta Davis versus Mikey Garcia. I thought that's a damn good fight, honestly. Mikey Garcia versus Gervonta Davis, that might be a 50-50 fight. Mikey Garcia ain't no pushover. Mikey Garcia can box, has skills, and he's not dealing with the reach and, of an Earl Spence Jr. He's not dealing with it. He's dealing with somebody that hits a jab will be more effective because the reach is not that much bigger, if not bigger at all, with Gervonta Davis. But the one thing you run into with Gervonta Davis is a whole lot of power. Gervonta should be sponsored by Ford or something like that. Like a rock. He said, how do you send me bread, bro? It's not letting me. Man, bro, you can do Cash App. Cash App is right there. Cash App, what's blazing. You can do the super chat at the bottom. Hit the little cash sign right where you chat at. You should be the super chat. Pick whatever amount you want to pick. Like I said, nothing too big, nothing too small. Whatever you do is appreciated. I appreciate. Listen, man. Like I said, bro, I appreciate people just coming in watching this work. You know what I'm saying? This is my only break. Listen, at least I got a break. This shirt ain't got no break. T-Dub went up inside. If I stand up, man, oh, bro, I'll be like Rick Ross, the old Rick Ross with that belly. I'll be doing like, okay. Bro, listen, man, I ain't lying. I'm ashamed of myself, bro. He said YouTube is stopping your bag, bro. That's crazy, man. I mean, you might have to refresh your page. You might have to refresh it. He said cash sign is grayed out. Just go to your Cash App and just look for it. $ what's blazing, champ. So, God, you know what? I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm big enough yet. Let me see. I would love to do a poll. Let me see. Pop out chat. Damn it. See, I've been watching some other guys, and they're bigger than me, so I don't have it. He said YouTube on some bull. They are. I want to do a poll, but I don't think my channel is big enough to do it. I want to see who really do you guys got winning between Keith Thurman and Gervonta Davis at 147. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't think Keith Thurman's going down to 140. I don't even think they might try to get him at 145. Oh, did you work the? All right, let me type this real quick. Hold on. Told you I'm working my working. There we go. He said, all right, champ, I appreciate it. I'm here. So let's keep cooking, man. Let's keep cooking. Why hasn't Keith Thurman fought? Guys, somebody did. Wow, okay. Tank all day? Listen, man. Now, this might shock you guys. See, I don't know, man. See, because Keith Thurman, he seemed different to me, man. He seemed different. Keith Thurman back in the old days, to me, man, listen, Keith Thurman was one time. Not only can box, but he got that power, right? He got that thugging. I mean, he fought Sean Porter, beat Sean Porter, beat Danny Garcia pretty easy, I thought. And then something happened, right? I don't know if it was an accident to where he was going 1 year, 2 years. They pretty much stripped him of the WBC belt. That's how Danny Garcia, I think, got that. He kept the Super WBA belt. Came back after the 2-year hiatus. Fought Jose Cito Lopez. Struggled and got buzzed in that. Went on to fight Manny Pacquiao. Lost in that. Guys, Keith Thurman has been on the shelf way too long. Let me pull up his box rec. Let's pull him up. Keith Thurman. Let's get this, man. All right, here we go. The last time Keith Thurman fought was 2019, July the 20th. 2 years ago. I don't get it, man. Like, but you know what? I mean, shit. It's been 2 years since Manny Pacquiao fought. But at least fighting Earl Spence. I don't get how Keith Thurman. I don't know, man. Ugas, Mikey Garcia, rematch Danny, Sean Porter, Andre Brodo, bring him out, Devin Alexander. The alien, what's up, champ? Is Keith one time every 10 years. Thurman gonna fight Davis. Listen, man. To me, it really sounds like Keith Thurman it sounds like he wants to fight him. Because, but listen, I wonder if I got where I can share my screen. I don't got it. This is what I believe. That Keith Thurman and possibly Ness with the boxing voice possibly came into some kind of cahoots to kind of push this fight. It'll be a big fight, money fight for Keith Thurman, big fight, money fight for Gervonta Davis. Gervonta being the smaller fighter, because outside of money, this does absolutely nothing for Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman beats Gervonta Davis, he don't move up in any category. He's going to get Earl Spence probably going to dog him even more, beating up on a little guy. You know what I'm saying? If he wins, outside of getting some money for the fight, how does fighting Gervonta Davis, who 2 fights ago was fighting at 130, and he's fighting at 147, how does beating somebody, how does that work? How does that work? Now, if the fight happens, I'm gonna buy it. I'm interested in seeing what's gonna happen, because Keith Thurman can actually lose this fight. I don't think Keith Thurman is the same Keith Thurman in the head. I think he'll come out on shooting on all cylinders, but Keith Thurman has shown to be like, he's vulnerable to the body. Collazo had him scurrying to the body. Sean Porter had him scurrying to the body. Pacquiao had him scurrying to the body. If this fight happens, man, don't know, man. See, part of me want to say that I gotta go with Keith Thurman. Part of me want to say that, but then part of me is like, man, listen. All right, so this the part of me that making me think Keith Thurman could edge the fight. Not that it won't be a good. It will listen. It will be a good, exciting fight. It just won't do anything for Keith Thurman's career because if Keith Thurman have a close fight or a loss with Gervonta Davis, I think it actually hurts his career because you fight somebody 2 fights ago who fought at 130, then jumped to 140, now jumping to 147. His body is not really going to acclimate to that division just because you got the weight. Don't mean your body is it can function the same as if when you was fighting at 130 or 135. Because you're jumping too fast. It's like all you really doing is just not cutting weight. See, when these guys, let's say at 160, cut down to 147, their body is used to fighting at 147. Their muscle memory is triggered to fight at 147. And just because you say, okay, man, I'm gonna fight at 154, that just means that's less weight I gotta lose. Well, when you get at 154, your muscles are it's not used to fighting at 154. You're not gonna be stronger because you cut less weight. You're not gonna be faster because you're cutting less weight. Hit the like button. Let's get them likes up. 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 Let me check something real quick. Let's go, let's go and check something real quick. Let's check something real quick. Okay. So, the reason I think Keith Thurman should be favored in this fight because Gervonta Davis just fought Mario Barrios, right? And Mario Barrios, by many people's scorecard, was actually winning a lot more rounds than Gervonta Davis. But Gervonta Davis had the power and equalizer that can make up those rounds and ultimately put him in the head to win a fight. And I honestly don't believe Mario Barrios boxed better than Keith Thurman. And if Keith Thurman boxes better than Mario Barrios and he can do a better job on Gervonta Davis, and if Keith Thurman has the chin, and because he's a little bit bigger, maybe he can absorb a little bit more punches. Guys, I'm telling you, man, it's a tough one, man. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. Listen. I'm trying to think, where would I put my money at? See, I just don't know the mindset of Keith Thurman. I think boxing wise, Keith Thurman is a better boxer than Mario Barrios. I understand style makes fights. I'm not stupid. I understand style makes fights. Keith Thurman is not Mario Barrios. But Keith Thurman would, I'm telling you, Keith Thurman would test that chin. Keith Thurman can fight. He can move. He can box. He can counter. Guys, me personally, this would not be a fight that I would be looking to make for Gervonta Davis right now. Even Gervonta Davis responded with, "You guys must think I'm Superman." Basically, just trying to throw me any kind of where. And if Gervonta Davis, some kind of way, fights Keith Thurman and beats Keith Thurman, at that point, they are going to be calling for Gervonta Davis to keep going up and up until he loses. If he some kind of way beats Keith Thurman, oh, he beats Keith Thurman. Now we want to see Gervonta Davis take on Earl Spence Jr., take on Terrence Crawford, take on Jamal Charlo, take on Jamal Charlo. It will come to the point to where people will say, we want to see Gervonta Davis take on Canelo Alvarez. Gervonta just has more power and faster. Listen, man, I was talking to a guy at the gym yesterday. You know, your boy T. Listen, man, I'm tired of stress. I am tired of putting stress on this shirt. This shirt is like, Every time I put it on, it's like, oh man, here he come again. Shit, you know, because I'm stretching it out. Even when I wash this shirt, it's saying, would you mind not drying me? That way I can be a little bit looser. Would you mind not drying me? I like, listen, man, I gotta get in the gym. I am used to being in like really good shape. Matter of fact, here, let me see if I can pull up an old picture. Hold on. But when I messed my ankle, before I messed my, let me see if I'm gonna take a picture of my phone, send it to myself, and I'll pull it up. And while I pull it up, I'm gonna tell you guys about a little story, right? I guess this is a true. I might have told this story before. It's a true T-Dub story, right? True story, really happened in a time in my life, right? So I'm not gonna say where, but I moved. How about this? After something happened when I was in college, right? My first semester in college, something happened. The loan didn't go all the way through, or financial aid didn't, and they told me, well, you can't go back the next semester until you pay this money. I said, well, the next semester in 2 weeks, I'm not going to have that money. They said, well, you can't go back. I was like, damn, they really hurt me, right? At that point, T-Dub almost, matter of fact, I did. I like, you know what? I gave up. I said, well, I guess I'll just do like everybody else. And I'll go to a factory, work for a factory, make $10 an hour, and just do what I can do, right? So I went to all the factories that, they was hiring. Most of the factories, they're hire people with diploma, no diploma, straight off the streets, from temp services. So I was like, listen, at least I got, I graduated, I got my high school diploma, I got pretty good grades. At least I went to school, college for a semester. Should be no problem with me getting a factory job at a steel mill, right? I applied, nothing. Then after that, I said, dang. So I applied everywhere else, nothing, right? I got nothing. Then I'm like, dang. I said, I guess I'll go back to working for Hardee's, right? Hardee's was a job I worked at. I still can't find this picture. It was a job I worked at when I was in high school, but I quit when I went to college. So I went solo. I applied to go back to Hardee's. And they didn't hire me, right? I'm like, gosh, I can't get nothing. And then my dad, so I'm kind of obedient, I went to one story to another. I was going to end up telling you about a girl, so I'm about to cut this short and go to that one while I try to find this picture. My dad, right, he came down from this different state. It's a majority white state. And he says, hey, son, he said, listen, I'm telling you, you better come up here. I'll get you that money. I'll get you a job making $17 an hour from day one, right? So he went back home, and I looked around. I couldn't get no job. I'm at home. I'm bumming off my grandparents. I'm doing some not legal things in the streets to get money. I'm like, you know what? I called my dad. I said, hey, Dad. All right, Dad. Let's do it. And Dad came and got me. Went to the state. And this is a completely different story than what I was going to tell. But it's cool. It's cool, though. And I said, all right, Dad. I said, when we going to go to that job, Dad? I'm like $17 an hour, pay off my student loan, be back in school in no time. Let's get it. And he said, oh, don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about it. Monday morning. I said, okay. Monday morning come. He said, hey, okay, just put your clothes on. We're going to take a ride. I'm like, okay, right. I'm ready to do it. Make this money, Here go the picture too. It's about a year and a half ago now. I guess right around my COVID hit. Let me see, how can I share this to myself? So my how do I do this? My dad, my dad took me to a temp service. I think it was called like Ready Temp or something like that, right? He took me to a temp service. I wonder if I don't want to send it to a story. Send it to okay. Now I'm gonna show you guys. I just sent it. I'm gonna go look it up. He took me to a temp service, right? And I'm like, what temp service? I said, man, they temp services must pay a whole lot different than the ones I was at. Because the ones where I was at, they was only paying like $7.30 an hour. And they wasn't paying $17 an hour. They was paying $8 an hour. It wasn't a full-time job. It was a temp-time job. So basically, my dad lied to me to get me to move from one state to another for half the money. But, you know, let me go and get to, well, I'll pull it up. And I'll show you guys, your boy, you guys can't even tell. See, you guys just looking at me right now. You're like, oh, TW, you don't look that fat. And I won't show you. And I'm not going to show you. And I'm not going to show you. Because one of you guys is going to screenshot it. And then that's going to come back to haunt me for the rest of my life. You know? Because I know I got haters out there. They're going to like, look at TW, old fat ass. Right? Oh, look at TW, old build a bear ass. Oh, Ripley's believe it or not ass. Oh, I love every snack and candy bar. All right, let me see. All right, I got the picture. And then after this, I'm going to tell you the real story I want to tell you. All right. Did I save it? Let me see. Let me see. All right, this is it. I think this is it. That's your boy T-Dub, you know what I'm saying, with the skull on. And that's my boy Charles. He just had his first pro fight. He won. I'm the one that kind of like the red maroon shirt on. We just actually that was the middle of working out. But guys, that was a year and a half ago. That's not the same T-Dub anymore, you know. So let me do this. So, let me tell you all this quick story, right? So, my dad got me to move to this different state, right? I'm up there in this different state. And I go to this place on a college night. It was on a Thursday, right? Went there. And the one thing about these small towns, I'm going to get back to boxing too. The one thing about these small towns that are predominantly white, a majority of the youth black that come there, in my opinion, a lot of them are rejects gangsters from the original city. Because they come there, they click up in a cornfield of a town, and they want to be these tough gangsters. But with that being said, so I'm out here, right? It's college night, you know. I'm in there doing my thing, drinking. A bartender says, "Hey, you should try this shot. It's called Three Wise Men." Not my cup of tea. Just to answer that. So there was a group in there from St. Louis, right? I didn't know none of them, and there was a group in there, I believe, from Chicago, right? And the St. Louis dudes and the Chicago dudes started fighting each other, right? Throwing bottles, throwing chairs and everything. The fight leads outside. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this is why you guys need to get an ugly chick. I'm telling you, listen, I understand having the pretty, the beautiful ones. See, the pretty, the beautiful ones, when something... I think I'm back. Oh. Let me see. Guys, YouTube hate on me. Anita B says, "Hey, I finally caught you alive." I know, Anita. Hey, thank you again for becoming that heat seeker. I gave you a shout out for sure. Like it's a lot of time when I go live. I'm at my job now, but I'm actually working from home, so I'm going live now. So I'm gonna finish up the story. So these St. Louis and Chicago dudes, in the middle of this cornfield of a town, started to fight each other. I shit you not. It was, where you from? And like I said, man, to me, these are the guys that they were not tough in their town. They were not tough, but they became tough, and they recruited people. Like when they left their town and they realized they was in a small town, they kept recruiting people for their other town to move to the small town so they can so-called run it and start their cliques. So the dude from St. Louis was like, where you from? I'm from St. Louis. I'm from Chicago. I'm from St. Louis. I'm from Chicago, right? So they simply get to fighting because they were from two different cities. I'm like, why? Neither one of you own any one of the cities. So you're gonna fight Chicago because you're from Chicago? So they end up banging, right? Fight go outside. You know me, I'll cross the street because I ain't in part of it, but I gotta see every minute of it, right? So they out there banging, like, ooh, right? And like I said, man, that's why I'm telling the dude, man, if you're gonna live that type of lifestyle, don't date the pretty chicks. Don't date them, right? Because with the pretty chicks, you gotta jump in front of them. Wait a minute, watch out, baby. Let me see what's going on. With the ugly chicks, they jump in front of you. Ugly chicks will take a bullet for you. Ugly chicks will catch a bullet in the teeth like Bruce Leroy. They will catch it. They have the glow. So, this big Chicago dude, and I about a half a year after that, about 6 months, I ended up getting to know this dude, and he was actually pretty cool. He was about maybe 6'1", 325, and his girlfriend was about 4'9", you know, just a treasure trove built. Even her hair was a treasure trove. Like, it wasn't laying down, right? It wasn't laying down, it was sticking up. So he'd fight. The guy he was fighting had a bottle. Cock it back, ready to throw the bottle. She jumped in front of him, right? And took a bottle to the head. Boom, right? I'm talking about the back end of it. Wow. Pretty girl would instantly start bleeding. Oh, fall down. People rush to her aid. Guys, I shit you not. I swear to God, I'm trying to tell this as accurate as possible. She got hit with a bottle. And she says, what's she say? That ain't shit. Blah, blah, blah. And it was so crazy that this is a white chick. She even used, I think it was the N-word. It was like, nigga, you think that, you know, because it's one of them white girls that date black guys that feel like, you know, because she date black guys, that she feel like, you know, she can say it. She like, nigga, that ain't shit. That ain't faze me. And God, the bottle broke. She didn't have a little cut, but guys, listen. I was so impressed by her jumping in front of her man and taking a bullet to the head. And he must be used to it because when she took that bottle to the head, he wasn't even tending to her. He wasn't, I'm like I said, man, and you know what? So she said the N-word, and I gotta be honest, I didn't even care about it. I didn't even give an F about it because I was so impressed that this treasure trove just took a bottle to the head, and I should have known something, right? Because you know she had the deep, the wrinkles in her face, you know, like a treasure trove, and she had to been no older than about maybe 22. So this ain't Father Time didn't do this to her. Mother Nature fucked her up. Father Time didn't do nothing to her. And she took that butt of the bottle right between one of them, like between the second and third wrinkle, right there, right, boom, right. It might have cushioned the blow of the bottle. And when she took it, she was like, "Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. That ain't shit. You know, I've been hit harder by my nigga than this." I'm like, whoa, whoa, you been hit harder by whoa, right? He was like, "You tell him, baby. I punch you in your shit every night, huh?" So, anyway, maybe 6 months to a year later, she wasn't dating the dude no more. And that college place ended up shutting down. So, at this time, around St. Louis, it's a bar called Rookies. It's just a normal bar. But there, that Rookies had an upstairs club, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't big, but for man, listen, I'm not gonna lie, man, that little thing was jumping. I mean, they played 3 6 Mafia back then. They was jumping, man. T-Pain, Lil Jon, it was jumping. And I remember seeing that same chick, right, the same one. And I was at the bar, right. I was drinking like a Bud Light or something, and then here she go pop up, right, sat right next to me. I already knew what time it is. Tried to troll, trying to get her some, right? And I knew that wasn't a look for me. And she's like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" Like it don't say it on the label. Like, but like, oh, okay. I like drinking hard stuff. I figured she got a hard face, and I guess she thought it impressed me, right? Cause she says, I got 2 cell phones, right? And back then, everybody didn't have a cell phone back then. Everybody didn't have one back then. And she pulled out a cell phone, and then she put out another. She said, "Listen, I told you, you better give it somebody like me. I got 2 cell phones. I'm a player. Gosh. Tina Lynch, what's up? Tina Lynch says, Thurman not ready for Davis. All right, guys, let's get back into it, man. Listen, man, I had to tell you guys, I got too many of those true T-Dub life stories. A lot of them involve my homeboy, Tavares, with me. A lot of times been a butt end of the joke, but sometimes it was him. The one time it was him is when he refused to dance with a girl. I ain't gonna tell the story. I'll tell later. He refused to dance with a girl, and she was so upset. She went and got 2 dudes to come over and make him dance with her. But that story is for another time. All right, guys, let's get back to it, man. Listen, guys. I don't know where this came from. This fight came out of the middle of nowhere. Keith Thurman does an interview with Ness, posted on Fight Hype, suggesting Keith Thurman fight Gervonta Davis. If Gervonta Davis moved up to 147, to be honest, I don't know if that's a move I would make if I was Gervonta Davis' position. But listen, they know things I don't know. Because when a dude at the gym asked me, he said, "What do you think about Gervonta Davis?" I said, "Listen, Gervonta Davis, that's a bad boy. Gervonta Davis they give him credit for power. They don't give him credit for his boxing. They don't give him credit for his angles. They don't give him credit for being able to come forward and do what he can do. Guys, I'm telling you, it's easier going backwards and trying to use something to come forward towards danger and to operate like that. I do nothing but take my hat off for Gervonta Davis. But that's a big jump. Mike Hernandez says, too small, one time, Thurman, more skilled boxer. Now, the one thing I said to Keith Thurman, the reason I believe, especially if they make this fight happen, and if they do it at 147, and if Keith Thurman finally get his shit, his weight and mind together, because he don't, outside of winning money, he don't get no credit for this fight. He don't get credit for beating a guy, that 2 fights ago was at 130. They're not gonna give him credit. I'm telling you, and I don't want you to get mad at T-Dub and say T-Dub just hating on Keith Thurman. I'm not. I'm only telling you what's going to be pushed out there massively. He's not going to get credit for, they will give Gervonta more credit for taking on a challenge than giving Keith Thurman for fighting a smaller fighter who 2 fights ago fought at 130. Who jumped 2 classes to fight at 140. And then jump again in his very next fight to fight at 147. That's putting a lot of strain on Gervonta Davis' body. They believe that all you do is just lose less weight. No, it doesn't work that way. Just because you lose less weight don't make you better at that weight class. If that was the case, Kell Brook would have did better against Triple G. Amir Khan would have did better against Canelo. There are few people that can do it. And Gervonta damn well could be one of those few people that could do it. Pacquiao done it. Floyd done it. If there's somebody that can do it, it's Gervonta Davis. It is him. And him fighting Keith Thurman, now I'm going to be honest, I got this fight 60-40 favor Keith Thurman. Hate me or not, I got it favored 60-40 Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a better boxer than Mario Barrios. Keith Thurman, in my opinion, hits harder than Mario Barrios. Now listen, if Tank gets to his body, and if he can hurt Thurman, I believe Tank can finish him. But I don't know, man. Lynch says Davis always a shorter fighter, but he still, he still annihilates. Listen, the reason that I believe Tank Davis can have a lot of success against Keith Thurman, because I'm not saying Keith Thurman going to win 90%, 100%, 80%, 70%. Crazy. Listen, I'm saying 60-40. But I do see Thurman can win this. I do see that. I do see Tank Davis getting that chin tested like never been tested before. I do see that. If, my boy Johnny calling right now, if Manny Pacquiao, who is pretty close to the same height and all those things and statures against Gervonta Davis, and he can have the success that he have, I get people looking at Gervonta Davis can possibly have that same success or maybe even more against Keith Thurman. And I'm not knocking that. That can happen. Gervonta Davis, Manny Pacquiao, both southpaws, different fighters. At this time right now, Gervonta is probably hitting like the old Manny Pacquiao used to hit. I'm fully convinced Davis needs a more elite fighter than Thurman. He needs? Wow. So you're telling me, listen, here's the thing. I don't think, listen. In my opinion, a big fight for Gervonta Davis will be Mikey Garcia. And I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but that's a 50-50 fight. Mikey Garcia versus Gervonta Davis is a 50-50 fight. And they're close to the same size. But I don't think this fight does nothing for Keith Thurman. I don't really know why, unless it's only money motivated, why Keith Thurman will fight Gervonta Davis. It doesn't make sense. You have welterweights in your division that you can actually fight. Ennis, Ortiz, Moore. Why fight Davis unless it's strictly for the money? It's not like they got Gervonta Davis ranked in the top 5 pound for pound. Even Mikey Garcia was ranked, I think, in the top 5 pound for pound when he fought Earl Spence Jr. Somewhere up, he was ranked somewhere up there. And they criticized Earl Spence for fighting Mikey. And they still don't want to give him credit for to this day for fighting Mikey. How did Thurman win? Tina Lynn says, I can see him and Crawford. I got Crawford. I'm being honest. There ain't many people I have beating Crawford. There's not many. Crawford is that dude. He does need a bigger fight. Crawford is that dude. Hit the like button. Now, if Gervonta Davis take this fight, if it happens, because Leonard Ellerby says he would knock the F out of Keith Thurman. Leonard Ellerby said that Tank Davis would knock the F out of Keith Thurman. And if Keith Thurman is serious about fighting Tank Davis, it's an easy fight that can be done. And to me, that lets me know that, listen, that fight could actually happen. When I first heard about it, I'm thinking it's just somebody just throwing some stuff in the wind just to try to drum up something. But when Leonard Ellerby come out talking about Gervonta can knock him out, if Keith Thurman's serious, it's a call away from making it happen pretty much. And it'll do. See, they are trying to build Gervonta Davis as a big pay-per-view star. And there's not many fighters that Gervonta Davis can fight that's available where he can actually do a pay-per-view. They want, in my opinion, they want to make every fight from here on out be pay-per-view for Gervonta Davis. So we just beat Mario's Barrios. It did okay, right? Some people said it did okay. Some said it didn't do okay for pay-per-views. So now he has to fight somebody else to stay there that can help him pull numbers. He doesn't have to pull by himself to carry a pay-per-view. And in my opinion, it has to be either Keith Thurman, if he's going to do a welterweight, or Mikey Garcia. Those are available fighters. Maybe Ryan Garcia, but we all know this. Ryan don't want that smoke. Around actual competition that Ryan Garcia can lose, Ryan Garcia is wearing the smoker's patch. He's trying to break the goddamn habit. He don't want to smoke. But when he get away from them guys, he want to smoke again. He back with the Newport, the cool 100s, smoking with the cool kids back here in an alley. That's a tough fight for Davis. You're damn right it is. That's a tough fight. But guys, let me get my butt out of here, man. Again, if you guys don't know, man, shout out to Humble Beginnings. Humble Beginnings came into the chat, right? Like Jay-Z. She didn't even say nothing. Allow me to introduce myself. She threw 50 logs on the fire just to keep the blaze burning. Matter of fact, I didn't even start the fire yet. I had a match. I didn't burn my goddamn hand off. I had a match about to touch the log, and she threw a whole thing of gasoline on there. Then it caught me on fire. 50 logs on it. 50 logs. Translation, $50. And then she said, you know what? I'm going to leave the same way I came in. And she threw 50 more logs on the fire. It made me want to tell Humble Beginnings that only you can start a forest fire. She came in. Mike Hernandez says, if Crawford annihilates Porter, he would be greatest in welterweight or super welterweight, convincingly beats anybody. Guys, this is what I tell people, and like I said, this is my opinion. Spence versus Crawford, in my opinion, is a more intense matchup than Earl versus Manny. I'm just being honest. Earl versus Manny does bigger numbers, bigger pay-per-views, and it does bigger shifts in the welterweight division. Sean Porter and his style taking on Terrence Crawford. Ow! Ow! Guys, I'm telling you right now, when that referee says, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" I would be so like, because I don't know what's going to happen. When a bell first ring, I don't know what's going to happen. How is Sean Porter going to come at him? How is Terrence Crawford going to come at him? I don't know. That first 30 seconds of that fight is going to be so intense because I don't know what's going to happen. And at some point, you know Sean Porter is going to try to do to him what he does to everybody else. Make it like a lot of your ex-girlfriends your friends don't know about. Butt-ass ugly in there and go crazy with it. Woo! Humble. Is that you? Guy, listen. I didn't even know. I thought Humble Beginnings was gone. I thought she was gone. I'm talking about my girl Humble. I thought she was gone. Shout out, salute to Humble Beginnings, who is coming into the chat like brash. Listen, the way Humble Beginnings is coming into this chat today, it reminds me of the Conor McGregor strut. Guys, she is coming in like, fuck what you're thinking. Like, she is coming in like, fuck the Mayweathers. Salute. Hey, Humble, you let me know. Listen, Humble Beginnings, I got you. Um, Hit me up on my Facebook. Tell me your size and where to send it, and I got you. That's all I gotta do. Hit me on Facebook. Say size. Well, let me know your size, where to send it. I got you. Nothing else. Nothing else. Humble Beginnings has been down with What's Blazing Sports for a while. She was rocking with me, her and Sri Valet, before I had a vocal cord surgery, after I had a vocal cord surgery, when my channel was at its highest, when it hit low points. Much appreciation. 20 more logs on the fire to keep the blaze going. Lola, where you at? Let's go. Listen, man. See, that's called family. See, that's called support. See, right now, I just made another hater. Humble Beginnings, I'd like to thank you for everything. I'd like to thank you for coming in and blessing. And thank you for giving me another hater. Because there's somebody out there right now who saw that super chat and it's hurting them. It's hurting them. Every time I get one, it hurts them. But you know what? My boy in the building, American Pastor Travel, T-Dub, what it do better? Yeah, what it does. Salute to the chat. I'm back. At it. Like a crack at it. Listen, man. Humble Beginnings came in threw a 50. Like, listen, the way she threw it like it was nothing, right? Here, I don't even need it. Like, and she's like, oh, what? It's two of them stuck together? Keep both of them. I don't even need it. Take the little loud, a little 100. Take the little loud, I don't even need it. What, you thirsty? Here's another 20. Go get your Coke Zero. You need to lose some weight anyway. Go get your Coke Zero. Salute, man. God, listen, man. Y'all got me. I'm going to have to put in some overtime. Y'all know me, man. T-Dub was Blazing Sports back at it, giving this work. Ethan Elliott, what's up, champ? Because I'm still, this is a lunch break. I'm sorry I had to even delay the action. God bless to you and your channel. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Like I said, bro, listen, man. I'm gonna try to find a way to keep grinding. Like, my life has been very stressed, busy lately. Guys, I got it. It's cracking. Let me get back to work. Salute to everybody in the chat. If you want to join the channel, become a member, have perks, extra perks that come with it. Being able to have special emojis. I'm gonna work on getting more emojis, and we're gonna get it cracking, guys. Salute as Lola does her busted dance. I'm out. What? Let's get it. Yeah, I like it. I like that. Yeah. What?